Your journey starts here. XRP Radio.
Yo, listen up, all you people out there. I like to listen to XRP Radio and do some current talk, yeah. That's right, XRP Radio.
Welcome, one and all, with my rather too loud microphone. There we go. You're listening to XRP Radio. This is a Daily Roundup, and today's special guest host, a good start, isn't it? Today's best co-host, guest co-host. I don't know what's going on.
Am I the best host, am I?
Yeah, you're the best. You're the guest.
I might even be the best host of this show by the sounds of it.
But the way it's going at the moment, yes, it is Damian Harris of Rock Fox's Deaf Monkey Records and formerly World vs. World fame. Hello, Damian.
Good afternoon. How are we doing?
Is it the afternoon as well? Oh shit!
Just about. It's number one on my watch.
You're number one at the moment, anyway, Damian. I'm just going to actually leave. You can just do the show on your own.
Oh, yeah, God. That would be a recipe for disaster.
I don't know. I mean, are you saying that you haven't wanted an hour of time with free airwaves to say whatever the hell you want?
Well, I think the police should be knocking on the door before the end of it, to be honest with you. That's my own devices. You know, if you catch my my IP address, and fucking he'd be straight to you. Oops, I swore. See, straight away, already.
Yeah, they're probably already listening, just waiting to see if I can control you. Nobody can control Damian.
Worse than Sean Ryder, I am.
I think. I mean, I've been waiting for you to start your own kind of auditing channel, auditing Britain. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling. I especially with your driving across the world.
This is the problem. I'm just too big. I haven't got the time. There's not enough hours in the day now. You know. I mean, I haven't even got enough hours to do life things. Sometimes it's crazy. You know, it's like, right, okay, I finished work for today. I've got to be up in 4 hours' time, but I need to have 8 hours sleep in that time. What the hell?
I mean, it's a skill that not many people have.
You have to use certain things to help cope. Everybody has a right.
Yeah, and by certain things, of course, you mean holistic recreational therapies and.
Well, I'm all into natural remedies.
That's the one. For those that have never heard any or know anything about Damian, we should probably introduce. Well, I say introduce you to the music that he's part of, but he's not actually part of this specific track yet. When are we getting Damian recorded Rock Foxes?
We've got 5 new songs in the pipeline at the moment. We may have more by the time we go into record. We've penciled in the end of July. Okay. We're liaising with the studio at the moment, and we're waiting for basically confirmation of dates, really, and we'll be into record in July. Nice. Hopefully, we'll have an EP ready before the end of the year. See how it goes.
Sounds good. Well, prior to that, here's some Rock Foxes without Damian, the previous incarnation of them. So yeah, you can listen to this and see what Damian's going to be doing, I guess. And it's okay. It seems that C Red is most likely going to be in the charts for this new season.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty. To be fair, that's quite an interesting composition. You know, it is. It's. I like the way it builds. It's
Cool.
well constructed. I can praise these songs without allegations of any bias
Yeah.
because I wasn't part of the creative process of them. So yeah, it's a fantastic song. I love the way it just builds from start to finish. And yeah, listen to the song. How could I not want to be the drummer in this band?
Here we go. Rock Fox's Sea Red.
Every time you speak, I die a little more.
Do you know if you're gonna re-record any of these in the new set?
No. I mean, to be honest, the original drummer, she had a pretty similar style to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of been able to sort of like slot into these songs relatively easily without having to do any very many dynamical changes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I mean, you will notice a difference in the new recordings, but it's not the same drummer, let's say.
Yeah.
But she was a close enough style to me for it to be, it's almost done like second nature, really. So, if it ain't broken, fix it,
Have you put your own spin on at all? Like, will you be playing these originals at gigs? Well, I say originals. These.
Yeah. I mean, the album was only released towards the end of last year, I think. So it's kind of in this promotional process at the moment. So we're basically doing our sets since I've been in the band have been album from start to finish, basically. So yeah, we're doing all of them.
How are you fitting in playing with all your driving though? With difficulty.
Yeah, we practice on Sundays.
Okay.
So that's okay. And we're trying to arrange gigs around weekends. Although there are occasions, like this month I can't do it because there's so many bank holiday Mondays, I'm only doing 4-day weeks. But there will be occasions where we'll do a Friday gig every now and again, if I can justify that loss of income that day, So, yeah, we're doing the best we can. But the guitarist, he's self-employed as well, so we're just trying to juggle it as best we can,
Are they, or will they be Deaf Monkey band?
It hasn't been discussed, to be honest with you.
Okay. That's interesting.
I do know that they are definitely the sort of music that Deaf Monkey were interested in, simply because they were on the Deaf Monkey stage for Swansea Fringe last year.
Yeah.
Possibly after this EP, you may see more, some sort of work between the Rock Foxes and Deaf Monkey, but because I've come into already planned things, I don't want to interrupt that yet. Once they've got what they've already planned out of the way, then it's like, okay, well, we want to think about working with Deaf Monkey, Because like this recording, they want to do in Rockfield. They had Joe Gibb do the last album. They want Joe Gibb to do this album again. So again, that's going to conflict with Dave being the producer. So we'd have to see how it goes. But I can't see him not being a Deaf Monkey artist at some point, but not with a new EP at least. Although the new EP could be released, it could be licensed to Deaf Monkey. It could be recorded independently and unlicensed. We could do that.
Okay. Interesting. Rock Foxes with Sea Red here on XRP Radio. I would be surprised if that doesn't end up being high in the charts for the new season. For those that are listening that didn't know, the charts were reset as of yesterday. So now's a good chance for you to get voting, downloading, purchasing, or if you're in a band or an artist, spread that link around to get those votes in. Damien has typically been quite lucky in receiving those votes previously in Rock Foxes now and World versus World incarnations.
It's
You've done rather
I mean, I've been very lucky to be in bands that XRP listeners like. You know.
Is that lucky?
Yeah, it's very lucky. I could have picked the right fucking, dog of a band, couldn't I? But
Well, I mean, yeah. I thought you were going to say dog of a station then.
no. But, I would think, I'd like to think that I have similar tastes to XRP listeners then, because I like World versus World. I like the Rock Foxes. I like the sounds. And
It'd
it
be
seems like
fucking awkward if you didn't.
yeah, but it seems like XRP audience also like those sounds as well. So that's cool.
It is. It is. So tell me, it's been a while since we spoke face to face. What's the music scene going down in Port Talbot like these days?
Port Talbot is cover band central, to be honest with you.
Is it? Oh dear.
Yeah, that's why I grew up in Port Talbot, but was a musician in Swansea.
Yeah.
But Swansea's. It's always there's always a scene. It always gets itself through. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that argument. There'll always be an NHS as long as there's somebody who's prepared to fight for it. There'll always be a Swansea music scene as long as there's bands who want to play.
Yeah.
And there's always. I mean, it does peak and trough. The pandemic, we did see the demise of quite a few local bands in the area. It saw a demise of a couple of venues as well. No, I mean the scene still seem pretty healthy here. I mean, we had the Swansea Fringe Festival last November, which was pretty packed throughout. Audience, participation. There was a whole host of bands, names we hadn't heard before and stuff like that. New bands that have just sort of like got together since the pandemic. That's another thing as well, with bands splitting up during the pandemic. That sort of that once the pandemic was over, maybe those freelancing musicians then all kind of like got together on new projects and stuff. So it did cause the rebirth of new, fresh sort of blood out there. So it's constantly fluid, isn't it? It's constantly fluid.
Would you say like minus the losses that were taken over, so the venues and the bands and such that demised over the lockdowns and the pandemic and whatever, would you say that the scene there seems to have recovered minus the losses, like it's now back in a...
I think it's difficult to be able to say with any definition at the moment, simply because of the continuing cost of living crisis and stuff like that. People can't, it's getting to a point where people can't afford, are struggling to afford to go out and enjoy themselves now. Venues are struggling to keep themselves afloat because the energy bills have gone up 200%, 300%. And it's not fair to pass that on to the consumer, but their backs are against the wall as well, so they have to start putting their prices up,
Something's got to be done,
I don't want to get political.
I mean, I was gonna say, in your mind, what should be done to kind of change this, but I also kind of want to interject and say before saying government intervention and funding, what do you think could be done to kind of keep these scenes rejuvenated?
Revolution.
Excuse my nose. Revolution.
We need to get the elites from stop them from ban them from running the country. And as we saw on the weekend, even peaceful protest is now, being treated heavy-handedly by the Met Police. People being arrested for peacefully protesting in an alleged democratic country, not being allowed to voice their rights democratically in a democratic country. So if that is the position that we're in as a nation, direct action is the only way now. Everything else has been legislated against.
Yeah.
And they've done this.
Yeah.
I said I didn't want to get political. 5 minutes later, I'm fucking on a rant. And
it was going to happen.
They've done this. They've taken away the right to protest and all those things just before they get rid of the Human Rights Act. Yeah.
Yes. Well.
And once they get rid of the Human Rights Act, we have no rights. No rights legislated for us. They can put prices up. They can price spike. They can make us work 80 hours a week. They can charge us for healthcare. They can do whatever the fuck they want. We won't be able. We'll have no rights to be able to do anything about it. And we will. And peaceful protest is already being legislated against. So we won't even be allowed to protest against it. Tell me that's not fascism.
I mean, it is, but
tell me that is not fascism.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. Defined fascism.
Backdoor fascism. That's what we're at the moment. So yeah, to go back to the answer to the question, I think the struggle's not over for venues. To go back to the topic.
I mean, you are genuinely saying that the struggle's not over for anyone in the whole of the UK, though, mind there.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I mean venues are included, yes.
Yeah, if peaceful protesters have got no rights, where do we stand as music-loving, members of the public?
Yeah, I mean, whether I'm in two minds because we've got the most placid public that we've ever had in the UK, but I feel like it can't get to that stage. I feel like the public cannot it won't happen. I reckon when it gets to the point that they're getting rid of human rights, I feel like I don't know. There's just part of me that feels like it won't get that far.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's all doom and gloom. I need something happy now.
It's like the end of 1984, isn't it? It's like you read 1984 and you want it to have a happy ending. You want them to come through in the end. And spoiler alert, sorry, they don't. Everything goes to shit, and it's all a lie.
Yes.
Right. And that's what I love about that is that most stories have happy endings, and I hated that ending, but I love that story because I hated the ending so much because the ending wasn't what you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I think we're in that fucking position at the moment, to be honest with you. I'd love for us to overcome this nonsense, but
it's not what.
I don't have the faith in the public anymore. You're expecting us to put our faith in a public that voted for Brexit and a public that voted for Boris Johnson, not just once but twice.
I don't know how that happened.
You're expecting me to put my faith in that public?
Yeah. No, yeah, understandable.
I have my doubts. I'm sorry.
I just hope though. Hope.
It's like Super Hans in Peep Show, isn't it? He says you can't trust people. People voted for the Nazis and listened to Coldplay.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, let's get some more tunes on before I slit my throat. And I asked you the question that you're one of the good guests that's going to give me a good answer though now. What is your current, if you can remember? I know you've been very busy recently, or the one that pops into your head straight away. Favorite tune on XRP?
Ooh. Let me think now. Let me think. Current favorite tune on XRP.
Why did the way you said that made me feel like you just Googled it? What is my current favorite song?
Let me think now. He sneakily looks at the charts page.
That's going to be interesting because it's just been reset. So
Yeah, that's how I think. That's how I think.
come on, you can go for something cold.
Yeah. All right, then I'm going to go for something by Pod Racer, because anything by Pod Racer is my favorite track at that time.
Okay. Okay. Any song by Pod Racer is your favorite at the whilst it's being played?
Yes.
Specifically. Okay.
Sometimes long afterwards as well, but I can't think of any names offhand at the moment.
Let's go for Hobby Horse because it's one that I haven't played as much as I should have.
It better not be crap. No.
But it's going to be your favorite at this time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. You fucked yourself now. You can't not like it.
Yeah. It is. It's adorable.
Perfect. Here we go. This is Hobby Horse from Pod Racer. And for those wondering why I run off, I need to blow my nose. My broken... How weird. Anyway, give me 1 second. I really do need to blow my nose because I'm sure people don't want to see me do this every 5 seconds. There we go. I'm doing my head in.
Yeah. It's annoying when the nose goes, isn't it?
Say again, sorry.
It's annoying when the nose goes.
Oh. I'd like a plug stuck up there or something, and I felt, when you feel your nose suddenly release whilst I was speaking. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dribbling snot for the next 5 minutes. I'm guessing you're unlikely to make the little island festival thing with sluggers.
Yeah, no, I can't see that happening, to be honest with you.
I didn't. I'm still debating whether I'm going to make it, to be honest. The only problem is because Dave, he's the one that's taking me.
Yeah.
And he's off the rails, shall we say, at the moment.
Yeah.
Bless him. But the thing is, me and Damien, we have been, a couple of miles away from each other on so many occasions and not actually met up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you need W as well. Also looks a bit like fucking Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac.
The one thing I always rate Damien for one thing for about 17 years now. Every month on the month he donates £1 to XRP. For 17 years he has done that.
Fair play.
And part of me feels like I wish I'd got that all in one go. That would be so much more useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like clockwork. On the first of every month, he donates £1 to XRP. Legend. Oh, great! We've got a someone on Twitch wants to offer us promotion of our channel.
Alright.
Oh, viewers, followers, views, and chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. Thanks, Brown Getaway. Brown Getaway. That is not a great screen name, to be honest, sir.
Sounds legitimate, doesn't it?
Doghype.com. I'm sorry, Brown Getaway. I won't be using doghype.com. That was weird. The joys of social media broadcasting.
Yeah.
Podracer Hobby Horse here on XRP Radio. We like Podracer. Have you played with Podracer?
Yeah.
I thought you had, yeah.
When they came over to the UK a couple of years ago, was it about 2015, around that sort of time? We did a couple of gigs with them. They came to Wales. They played Swansea and Llanelli with us, and I think the Body Bags played one or both of those gigs as well.
Body Bags. I heard rumours about the Body Bags.
Yeah.
Is it true that they may be showing faces again?
They they know more at the moment, don't they? The Body Bags currently are under the guise of some sort of Rabbit Deluxe.
Oh, Revolution Rabbit Deluxe.
Yeah, Revolution Rabbit Deluxe. That's the guitarist from
Oh, I had never made that link.
Dropping Like Flies is Simon the drummer and Brewer the bassist and frontman from the Body Bags.
I did somewhere. I don't know why I've got it in my mind. There was a rumor that there was.
Dropping Like Flies don't wear masks, as far as I'm aware. So maybe it's confusion with that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just had a rumor in the back of my mind that there may be something Body Bags for. I need to go look through my messages.
I suppose once we had COVID, wearing masks no longer became a novelty, did it? So everyone maybe the novelty was to not wear a mask.
That's an interesting concept. I'd like to think that's what they did. But yeah. God. Oh, I'm surprised there weren't more memes and things like that about Slipknot being prepared for COVID and shit like that happening.
Yeah, they were ahead of the curve, Slipknot.
People missed that. I mean, especially the guys with the kind of Hellraiser spiky mask. It's sorted for social distancing.
Yeah. You won't go near them.
Fuck it. You know what? As we've mentioned them, okay, are we allowed to play Body Bags? We can play them, can't we? I'm sure we can.
They're on the database, aren't they?
I don't know whether they're on this one. I'm not sure. 100. I don't think they are on this database, but it's fine. It's fine. I think the amount of times that we played this, we gained some rights, some kind of just ad hoc licensing to always play this. I think we have some ownership over all BMW drivers are arseholes, to be honest.
Well, you know, they did have some XRP DJs in the video and stuff, didn't they? So
they did indeed.
Yeah. Added to the fact that I do recall a time where they were bootlegging their own albums.
That's excellent.
So yeah, do whatever you want.
That's it then.
Yeah. They said themselves.
So for those unfortunate enough to have never heard this before, this probably between 2015 to 2018 was like the most popular track on XRP, full stop. And really kind of showed This was probably the first indication of XRP and its listeners' political alignment, if we say anything. Yeah. The amount of support that got behind this track and its meaning title alone anyway is.
The ironic thing is, there's absolutely no reference to the title in the song.
No, but it probably got it's probably more famous because of its title than its content.
The title's clickbait, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah. And it works so well. Here we go. Yeah. This is all BMW drivers are arseholes from 100,000 body bags. Unfortunately, no longer with us. But I'm sure there's a rumour of something. I've got it in my head. I need to search my messages.
You're around in other guises, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Here we go. I'm sure someone said to me, body bags are something.
I don't know, because as far as I know, they're not playing together at all. Although they may have posted some sort of ironic comment about masks during COVID.
Because it was Simon, isn't it? Simon was in body bags. Simon Cullen.
Yeah, he's a drummer. Yeah, he's gone a bit fucking right wing, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. One of these reformed lefties, you know, gone a bit libertarian. Like.
Oh, and he is now in Tiny Forehead.
Huh?
Simon is now in the band Tiny Forehead.
No, is he?
I think. And I think it was talking to him that he suggested that there may be some body bag thing. I think that's where it's come from.
Yeah, then you know he's in Tiny Forehead.
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't really speak to Simon anymore because he went a bit fucking mental. But I have some questionable opinions, you know.
I mean, considering just as a quick look at him, his Facebook profile photo is him in a foil hat.
Yeah. But he's been ironic. You know, he's been ironic. But not ironic, you know.
Oh, yeah, dropping like flies. Oh, yeah, I remember. They did a live performance, actually, yeah. I remember that now. It was odd.
Yeah. I don't really get the music, honestly. Brew is still alright. Brew, the front man, the bassist, I still get on with it. Like, I haven't spoken for a while, but he's down to you.
Yeah,
he's a bit of an antagonist, but you know, you don't mean any offence to anybody, you know.
Yeah, he's
whereas
definitely the character.
Yeah, whereas Simon's got a bit more fucking spite to it, you know. He's a bit more sort of, you know. We're more of a dark horse, like.
It's not fine.
Fucking long song, isn't it?
It is quite a. I haven't played this in ages. Well, that was a bit of a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Right, what's next up? I did say I was gonna get you to listen to some brand new submissions, but I don't think my sound setup is. Can you hear the tracks? Okay.
They very much back in the background.
Yeah, I thought they
But
might be.
I've got a very. I'm just operating from a MacBook at the moment. I got no external speakers or anything. So
That's okay. I won't be rude enough to force you to review music on a substandard setup, sir. I'm not that kind of guy.
it wouldn't be fair on the artists for me to be overly critical on them when this technology's fault.
I like your way you went straight to overly critical. You could be overly complimentary. You never know. No, okay, fine.
I doubt it very much. Although I could be surprised.
You never know.
I'm just
Well,
not an enthusiastic person. I don't express enthusiasm very well. It's something that like ex partners have pulled me up on and stuff. You know, it's like what people don't get is that like my okay is other people's great.
yes.
When I say something's okay, it's above average, and
Okay.
they think it's just just on par average sort of thing. And because I'm not like Dora the Explorer in the way that I talk,
Wait a minute.
people think that I'm not enthusiastic about things. When inside, I could be having a massive party. You know, I just don't express.
I do sometimes get this image of you like a duck on a canal, where on top you've got this calm looking thing that's underneath.
Yeah, I'm like an iceberg. I mean, people think I'm a laid back person. Inside, I'm fucking going 100 miles an hour. It's mental. This facade is me sometimes.
So what's I got here for? I'm trying this to be guest hosty and less interviewee, but have we got anything up and coming from the Deaf Monkey sect?
Yeah. I mean, I unfortunately, because of the situation that I'm in at the moment, I'm more of a backseat in Death Monkey right now. But I mean, Kicker have got a new EP coming out in a couple of weeks. Zed Motel are about to record an album, I believe, or if not an EP. I think Sarah's working on some stuff as well. So, I mean, there may be some new Sarah Birch stuff in the next couple of months, at least hopefully this year. So
I feel like it's been a little while since we heard anything new from Sarah. But I guess it's not long since she brought out the last.
I mean, she's taking a little bit of time out creatively at the moment. I mean, she went her other band, the Lost Tuesday Society. They had quite a tumultuous sort of existence, to be honest with you, let alone breakup. So yeah, with that happening as well, and I mean, she has been doing a couple of small scale live appearances recently. In Swansea, so she's keeping herself a little bit active, but also under the radar a little bit,
Yeah.
But yeah, when she's ready, she'll be out and about, as we like. But what creatives are like, we're all a bit fucking weird, aren't we? We're all a bit fucking hermity and stuff.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I did notice that she'd, well, not notice, wrong word, but the last kind of album that she did had a lot of, it was a very emotional album as well.
Yeah, I mean, she probably took it, she probably dug deep emotionally and it probably took a lot out of it. So she probably wants to just sort of like take a step back for a moment and reflect and stuff, It's very, that's it as well, that her music's, her songs lyrically, they're all very reflective. So I suppose they do take a while to sort of to craft, So it's like I suppose a similar sort of protest, the fucking process a method actors probably go through. You have to go through the preliminary research and reflection and this, that, and the other, and the experiencing before you can put it down.
It's got to be quite difficult as well, especially because a lot of her songs touch on personal experiences. If those are still raw and fresh in the mind, that's got to be interesting to then deliver on stage.
Well, that's it. Admittedly, since her album was released, she has got married, and she's quite happy in life at the moment. So maybe she's not
no material.
Maybe she's not experiencing those negative emotions with her songs at the moment. But all we can do is speculate. She's doing all right. I see her pretty regularly. Her and Jay. Jay's my best mate, so we see each other pretty regularly. So I see Sarah. I saw Sarah. I think the last time I saw Sarah was last weekend. Actually, funny enough, So she's doing all right. But the thing is, with that, with masterpieces like that, you can't rush them, can you?
You're not wrong. If this is a good way to pick a track. If I was to say what your favourite Sarah Birch track, you would say?
I'm a drummer.
Hopefully. Oh, I don't think it's necessarily even being a drummer in names. It's just names as a general. Because I'm the same. Like I picked out one or two tracks there, and I'm thinking, I hope Damian remembers the name because now I've got to go look.
With me, all songs are called The One That Goes Like This, and then there's some sort of drums that goes on at the end, because that's all I know songs as. The names are irrelevant to me as a drummer. It's the one that goes like that, and the one that goes like that, and the one that goes like that.
I'd love to see your set list.
It's just the one that goes like this.
1 sec, I've lost your sound. 1 second, Damien.
Oh, did you know there's a Sarah Birch who's a political scientist as well? I don't think it's the same one though.
Come on, hurry up. There we go. High quality XRP systems fail at you there. What were you saying? Sorry, before I said I couldn't hear you.
There's a Sarah Birch who's a political scientist. I don't think it's the same one though.
Okay.
Although it could be a side. She could be doing it on the side, but there's a hobble.
Yeah, that's an interesting hobby.
I tell you what, we'll have Mr. Impossible. I think that was her last single. That was a recent single, wasn't it? We got Mr. Impossible there.
We do. That was a good choice.
So that's like me.
You're Mr. Impossible.
Well, would you disagree?
Yeah. Yes. I did like your face. Like there was a little change in your face that I don't know. Was it regret after saying that? You're like just like me. You're like, I shouldn't have said that.
No. I was just thinking. I even find myself impossible sometimes. It's like Stuart Lee says. If I wasn't me, I'd hate me. I am me, and I hate me a bit.
Here we go. This is Sarah Birch with Damian apparently. Oh, the strings in this are so good, though.
Oh, that's Kate Ronconi at her best. I was in college with her, and I was 16 years old. Of all the musicians on the scene, the person playing the strings on this recording is the one I've known the longest, which is weird, because for most of that time, we've not interacted.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one thing was crazy, right? Couple of years ago, World vs. World played a gig, and we had Swamp Thief supporting, and Sarah Birch opening with Kate Ronconi accompanying her, and that was the first time in about 25 years that the same folk were well. We wanted to say, it was just like on that band listing, right?
Yeah.
There were 4 members, including myself, 3 members of my communications and media studies class
Okay.
in college from 1996, and none of us had been in the same room since college apart from that moment.
How weird.
Yeah, because we had the drummer in Swamp Feet who was in my class, and then Kate, who was on guitar, was in my class as well. Nasty, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm getting mouthed at by the cat.
I'm surprised ours haven't come in yet. I guess so. There can't be that many musicians in one area. You're bound to bump into each other at some point.
Yeah, and I suppose you know I suppose there's a little bit of trust in other musicians. Kind of, it can be. And I don't mean in a negative way, but it can be quite cliquey. You know,
Yeah.
It's a bit nepotistic. Then, let's say.
Okay.
You know, it's like if you're looking for somebody who plays this, you think of somebody you know first before outsourcing, sort of thing. You know, so. But yeah, but it also goes to show I was small world it is, because I've only known Sarah for 6 or 7 years. She's known Kate for about 14 years. You know, I haven't spoken to Kate for like 20 odd years since we were in college until she started playing with Sarah on Sarah's live stuff, and I was working with Sarah because she was involved with Death Country, and then me and Kate sort of like became acquainted again. You know, so yeah, it's we became reacquainted through someone else, sort of thing.
Yeah. I had a few moments like that from school, though. People from school that were, for want of a better description, more of the chavier lifestyle. So I never spoke to them, never did, and then end up going to a gig and see them on stage and find out they're an absolute amazing guitar player. You're like, what?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what was crazy the other day, right? I remember playing. We played a gig in Cardiff. Who was the world? Oh,
Let me hold you on that, yeah. Mr. Impossible, Sarah Birch. You're listening to XRP Radio, and Damian's about to recite a tale.
No, it's
nothing
spectacular. No,
Oh.
it's just about me finding out by accident. But for the last 15 or so years, I've been friends with the drummer from Himalayas without knowing it.
How do you not know?
Well, I didn't realize because I don't really follow Himalayas, and like we played a gig with this band when I was in Wilbur. We played a gig with this band in Cardiff, in Roath area, I think it was, in this venue. Back when Wilbur was like only a couple of years gone, like, and there was this other band there, and they were a bit sort of like emo-ish sort of thing, maybe. And they were good. I enjoyed them, and like I was like, oh, they're on Facebook, yeah, blah blah blah. We sent friend requests or whatever, and other than that, we just sent, it's just on birthday, just been, oh, happy birthday, blah blah blah. And then like I happened to look on his name came up when I was inviting friends to an event the other day, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that guy was still on my friend list. I thought he'd have, he'd have deleted me by now. Fed up with all my rants, so I clicked on his name and had a look, and yeah, I realized he was the drummer from Himalayas. I was like, thinking heck, I didn't even realize.
Oh dear. And then you got him to get you a gig or something. I don't know.
Oh no, I still haven't spoken to him. But It's just the shock. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'll still probably just say happy birthday and that, but I'm not the person that don't act on shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the same. It's the same. I've been friends with Julie Weir for about 10 years. Invisible Noise. I only say happy birthday to her. Chris McCormack as well. Chris McCormack from Three Colours Red. Just guess happy birthday. You know? Although I do chat with Larry Livermore sometimes. Me and Larry Livermore. You remember that he founded Lookout Records. He discovered Green Day. Me and him argue about politics all the time. That's pretty funny. I haven't asked him to listen to my band or anything, but we argue talk about politics all the time. Who else? Adam Lee from China. Oh no, Adam Lee from China Drum. He likes my band. Well, I'm not really interested in people because they're famous and stuff. You know, I just get on with people or don't get on with people because they're human beings. You know. I
just love the fact of like the guy who found Green Day basically. So not just
the guy who gave Trey Cool the name Trey Cool.
Yeah.
This is how important he is in punk fucking history. You know.
So like not just an influential guy, but somewhat an influential guy in your kind of scene, like you know, possibly one of the best people he could.
You know, he's basically like a messiah to me, but we argue about politics and stuff.
But no music, just
yeah.
If anyone ever came to me and went, "Sum Damian Harris up in one sentence," I would explain this story right now.
I interviewed him for a magazine as well. Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, I'm not one for just, like, you know, licking ass to try and get further in life, you know. And I do feel like it's a lot cooler to
that goes to show my authenticity as well, doesn't it? You know? How I don't
authenticity?
I don't use people, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't. It's nicer to get on with and speak to your heroes, I guess, than to use them and try and get something out of them. It's more important
for me to tell Larry Livermore that he's wrong about social than it is for him to listen to my songs.
I love it. I hope he sees this. And goes out of his way and listens to some rock foxes.
We'll see.
This guy's so up his own politics that he hasn't sent me his music yet.
I've been friends with him for about 15 years. He wishes me happy birthday and everything.
Literally one of the most hilarious things that I've ever heard.
And it's like my brother, right? Last week, my brother was at a track day with his good friend Nick Mason.
Oh, of course he was.
Nick Mason from Pink Floyd.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. He was at his house at the tea party and everything. Yeah. You know?
Oh, I mean, like, I thought...
We rub shoulders with these giants, but we don't use it, you know?
I mean, no, don't use them as such, but, like, and you know, it probably wouldn't get listened to as such, but just get, like... Give your brother a CD to give to him. Just for my own sanity. Just for my sanity, just knowing.
He could. Well, the way I see it, if my brother, you know, he could give him the Spotify link, couldn't he, or something, or an XRP link.
He could.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here thinking, Damien, can you please, like, go and speak to these people, right? Just, I mean, even if they don't like rock foxes, and then go, but there's this really great independent station. Word of mouth. It's what keeps me going, mate.
Well, you know, I'll probably get around to it at some point.
Probably get around to it. Bullshit.
Once, if you know, if I'm not delivering cars one day.
Right. We got the last 5 minutes of whatever this has been. But it's been, as always, a pleasure to speak to you, Damien.
Oh, so it's always fun, isn't it? You know.
It
It's
is
always nice
fun.
to have somebody to speak to. I'm usually here on my own, fucking talking to my cat.
Well,
know.
I mean,
Even
I'm
she
just at
gets
the
even she gets sick of me sometimes.
I'm just at the end of the phone, sir. I'm just at the end of the phone. Anytime.
Oh, but then I have to hold the phone in my hand, and up to my head and stuff, and I can't be bothered with it.
Oh, you're hard work, you are, Damien.
Like I said, I'd hate me if I want me. Anyways, what's happening? Do we have like the Rock Foxer song, and then like everybody can just like have a rest from me?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. That's the plan. Any preference to which Rock Foxes
Yeah,
song?
we have once more without any feeling.
Perfect. I think that's a good, an appropriate song to end on.
It sums
Damien,
up the world, really.
it's been a
Yeah.
pleasure to chat to you. Any last words? Not that I'm going to kill you. I'm just going to kick you off.
Come and see us one day if you're in your area, people. We will be in your area. In the summer, if you're in like Wales, we'll definitely be somewhere in your area. But if you're not in Wales, we'll be in your area after the summer. Keep an eye out.
Wonderful. And don't worry, I'll tell you because I'll be keeping an eye out because hopefully they're not going to play in Glasgow, but I will for them to play in Glasgow. Are you actually?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to drive a van with full of gear that far, but go for it. I would love to see you up here.
It looks back to me now, and I'm doing 2,000 miles a week.
Yeah.
Driving to Scotland is like driving on the shops to me now.
Wicked. All right then. Don't say that, or I'll invite you around more often.
It's more expensive than driving on the shops, obviously. But
Oh yeah, true. Right, here we go. That's it. That's Damien. That's me. This is Once More Without Any Feeling from the Rock Foxes. You got the Killogic effect coming up after this, so don't move a muscle. Yeah, I'll get you on again, but next time I'll get the sound sorted properly so you can actually
yeah, no worries.
Do the thing. I don't know what's wrong with this desk at the moment. It's I've had to use my old interface because it's like, what's the word? Like stop starty. It's like
Jerky, jumpy.
Sounds like I got a really bad delay unit on it.
Buffering.
Yeah, I need to figure out what's wrong with it. You got the day off, is it?
Yeah, I don't do bank holiday, see, because my deal is not open and stuff. But, off to West Wales tomorrow. West Wales in the morning. I got to go to Cardigan, drop off this plan I got. Then I got to get a bus to Carmarthen. That'll be an hour and a half. And then I got to pick up a car there from the hospital, take that to Newport. And then I've got to pick up a car in Newport and bring that home. That's going to Wolverhampton tomorrow morning, or the following morning.
So moderately local tomorrow. Then.
Well, yeah. Well,
but in Wales.
Yeah, in the same country.
In the same country, yeah. That's local to.
Yeah.
To anyone outside Wales, if it's in Wales, it's local to you.
I was so far west the other day, and I was collecting from a tiny little village right on the west coast of Wales. And I was so far west, I was closer to Wexford than I was to Cardiff.
Why?
Yeah, it was mental. I was closer. Yeah, well, I had to drive it to Newport, so Newport's beyond Cardiff, so I was closer to Ireland than I was to the destination I had to get picked up on the same land.
Oh, fucking hell. No. Oh shit. There's that. That lighter looks so unsuccessful.
Best lighter I've ever had. USB, right? Watch now. Press the button. Hang on. Battery's going on it. Oh, like a car like that,
Oh yeah.
where it's got like a coil on it.
Yeah.
It's just one of them, and you just plug it in every night, and it works all day. Great.
Happy days.
And it costs a £5 as well.
No, I want one. I was mocking it to start with.
Yeah, battery's low on it. I got to charge it last night.
This technology is all good as long as you remember to charge it.
Yeah, lovely. eBay.
Good old eBay.
Alright.
Right. So then, so yeah, I'm building a pool of potential repeat guests for this slot, which I want to be in it. I know that you've got to deal with things with you.
Yeah, as long as it's a bank holiday. There's another one coming up.
Yeah. Cool. I'll just shoot you a message if I've got
Yeah.
I'm just building a little.
We could be lucky where I could be working one day, but I'm free between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll shoot you messages. I'm just building the pool, so when I've got a day free, I can shoot everyone a message going, "I need a guest."
Yeah. That's it. You know, I mean, I may be able to accommodate while I'm in work one day.
Mhm.
I may be able to co-host on the road.
That could be fun, as long as your signal holds.
Yeah.
Not too much road rage.
Keep the phone in a mount. Should be alright.
Right.